The lioness is the most skilled hunter among the big cats. The lioness is the most skilled hunter among the big cats. Appreciate. Appreciate. You are not developing normally. You are not developing normally. Did you see it sometimes? Did you see it sometimes? How to fry chicken fillets. How to fry chicken fillets. Take painting lessons. Take painting lessons. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Smooth. Smooth. The book was adapted into a movie. The book was adapted into a movie. He usually reads a book before going to sleep. He usually reads a book before going to sleep. If you work late, you should take breaks to rest. If you work late, you should take breaks to rest. Apart from a few minor details, the project is complete. Apart from a few minor details, the project is complete. I just need you to believe in me. I just need you to believe in me. Generally should not engage in lobbying. Generally should not engage in lobbying. Do you enjoy walking? Do you enjoy walking? He was going to be a missionary in 4 weekends. He was going to be a missionary in 4 weekends. When can I meet him? When can I meet him? I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. How often do you cook at home? How often do you cook at home? I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Poker face. Poker face. I want to order a barbecue plate. I want to order a barbecue plate. Where can I find laundry products? Where can I find laundry products? Does he cook at night? Does he cook at night? Can't he pull? Can't he pull? I work as a teacher. I work as a teacher. You are rolling. You are rolling. The movie takes place in the 19th century. The movie takes place in the 19th century. We are not referees every year. We are not referees every year. I think my salary is around $1,000. I think my salary is around $1,000. Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? It could be poison. It could be poison. He listens to the radio every morning. He listens to the radio every morning. We lived in that house for 10 years before we decided to move to a bigger house. We lived in that house for 10 years before we decided to move to a bigger house. Everyone should have the right to vote. Everyone should have the right to vote. Can you give me some information on the subject? Can you give me some information on the subject? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I'm curious, so I'll do some research. I'm curious, so I'll do some research. Speak, I can't hear you. Speak, I can't hear you. The teacher gave a lesson. The teacher gave a lesson. Didn't they work at dawn? Didn't they work at dawn? I like Italian food. I like Italian food. They were at the party last night. They were at the party last night. Our neighbor is the sheriff. Our neighbor is the sheriff. The weather was nice all week, but on the day of the picnic it started to rain. The weather was nice all week, but on the day of the picnic it started to rain. Did you see her? Did you see her? He caught a cold last week. He caught a cold last week. Could attack every year. Could attack every year. I am confused. I am confused. Is your grandchild a lumberjack? Is your grandchild a lumberjack? Their half-sister was a mechanic. Their half-sister was a mechanic. I have to go home. I have to go home. They disembark monthly. They disembark monthly. He poured himself a glass of wine. He poured himself a glass of wine. Can I be a cleaner now? Can I be a cleaner now? I'm Nick, by the way. I'm Nick, by the way. They can swim in the deep part of the pool. They can swim in the deep part of the pool. Enjoy your meal. Enjoy your meal. I will do my master's degree in Australia next year. I will do my master's degree in Australia next year. We will diversify. We will diversify. I will wait for you until you finish your work. I will wait for you until you finish your work. He needs to buy a new phone. He needs to buy a new phone. Even though it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. Even though it is difficult, we should always strive to improve ourselves. Starve to death. Starve to death. Is your mother a messenger? Is your mother a messenger? Football is my job. Football is my job. Hot sausages. Hot sausages. I have noticed a significant improvement in my health since I started exercising regularly. I have noticed a significant improvement in my health since I started exercising regularly. The cake was baked in the oven. The cake was baked in the oven. We do not do tailoring on an annual basis. We do not do tailoring on an annual basis. Have you seen my keys? Axe. Have you seen my keys? Axe. How much money do you bring into the country? How much money do you bring into the country? The doctor recommended physical therapy for you. The doctor recommended physical therapy for you. You will watch television. You will watch television. Will it grow frequently? Will it grow frequently? We shouldn't prepare for 2 weeks. We shouldn't prepare for 2 weeks. I listen to all topics because I want to understand them all. I listen to all topics because I want to understand them all. He will graduate from university next year. He will graduate from university next year. Nobody had their own computer back then. Nobody had their own computer back then. A professor is a person who teaches at a university. A professor is a person who teaches at a university. It's not a leap. It's not a leap. I want to order seafood bisque as an appetizer. I want to order seafood bisque as an appetizer. The country's population is increasing. The country's population is increasing. Have you tried the new coffee shop on Main Street? Have you tried the new coffee shop on Main Street? I'm not sure if I should do this, but I'll try. I'm not sure if I should do this, but I'll try. No problem. Such things happen. No problem. Such things happen. We meet at the entrance of the cinema. We meet at the entrance of the cinema. You haven't played in 10 years. You haven't played in 10 years. Your son is a teacher. Your son is a teacher. I'm happy being here. I'm happy being here. We won't leave until we find the lost item. We won't leave until we find the lost item. This is a crowded street. This is a crowded street. He will improve his guitar skills every day. He will improve his guitar skills every day. Your mother-in-law is a travel agent. Your mother-in-law is a travel agent. He is married to his high school sweetheart. He is married to his high school sweetheart. Does this come in different sizes, colors? Does this come in different sizes, colors? International organizations play an important role in supporting economic development. International organizations play an important role in supporting economic development. They go to the cinema on Fridays. They go to the cinema on Fridays. How do you search for apples? How do you search for apples? They completed their projects before the deadline. They completed their projects before the deadline. I found an article explaining how to grow organic vegetables. I found an article explaining how to grow organic vegetables. We walked all over the city to see famous places. We walked all over the city to see famous places. Have they ever been to Disneyland? Have they ever been to Disneyland? We write. We write. He is thinking of changing his job. He is thinking of changing his job. He needs some water to quench his thirst. He needs some water to quench his thirst. I will take a break from studying English. I will take a break from studying English. I will rarely appreciate it. I will rarely appreciate it. Does it fly? Does it fly? The dancers will perform at the theater next weekend. The dancers will perform at the theater next weekend. Can I return it if it is not the right size? Can I return it if it is not the right size? Can't I take 5 weekends later? Can't I take 5 weekends later? Can't it be noon? Can't it be noon? He may go to Europe next month. He may go to Europe next month. I like chocolate. I like chocolate. They will become founders in 2 years. They will become founders in 2 years. I studied mathematics. I studied mathematics. Recipe. Recipe. Direct. Direct. Do you have a pet? Do you have a pet? Remaining tickets. Remaining tickets. The letter was delivered by the postman. The letter was delivered by the postman. Your cousins were oncologists. Your cousins were oncologists. Otherwise I would never have known about this opportunity. Otherwise I would never have known about this opportunity. Available. Available. Aware of the problem. Aware of the problem. He finished reading the last chapter of the book. He finished reading the last chapter of the book. Rubble. Rubble. What resources do you recommend for learning a new language? What resources do you recommend for learning a new language? Measurement. Measurement. He has been living in this city for 5 years. He has been living in this city for 5 years. Can I have extra croutons with my salad? Can I have extra croutons with my salad? Why did you do this? Why did you do this? Should rarely be a manager. Should rarely be a manager. He prepares dinner for his family every evening. He prepares dinner for his family every evening. The cat is under the bed. The cat is under the bed. Stay silent. Stay silent. I will bow to you. I will bow to you. Consistency is the key to success in any endeavor. Consistency is the key to success in any endeavor. Environmental concerns are becoming increasingly urgent. Environmental concerns are becoming increasingly urgent. If it's not scary, I'll go out. If it's not scary, I'll go out. Appreciated. Appreciated. Was our friend an actor? Was our friend an actor? He is afraid of spiders. He is afraid of spiders. Which is your favorite river? Which is your favorite river? I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith. What a magnificent view. What a magnificent view. He plays video games with his friends. He plays video games with his friends. I may not last at dawn. I may not last at dawn. The bus terminal gets very busy during rush hour. The bus terminal gets very busy during rush hour. The artist focused on light and shadow in this drawing. The artist focused on light and shadow in this drawing. They went on a journey across the country. They went on a journey across the country. By the way, have you met our new neighbor? By the way, have you met our new neighbor? Don't they dance at noon? Don't they dance at noon? They believe in karma. They believe in karma. Welcome to the airport. Welcome to the airport. At 4 p.m. he cannot walk. At 4 p.m. he cannot walk. This way the recipe will be both delicious and nutritious. This way the recipe will be both delicious and nutritious. Be comfortable. Be comfortable. Would you like to try our special coffee? Would you like to try our special coffee? I feel better. I feel better. They prefer action movies. They prefer action movies. You need to study more for the exam. You need to study more for the exam. Suitable. Suitable. Insufficient funds led to the failure of the project. Insufficient funds led to the failure of the project. Was our stepfather a fundraiser? Was our stepfather a fundraiser? I could run fast then. I could run fast then. Tests. Tests. The dress is too tight around the waist. The dress is too tight around the waist. I need some time to think about this. I need some time to think about this. Fail to collect. Fail to collect. He is interested in learning French. He is interested in learning French. Would he prefer? Would he prefer? Shouldn't there be a urologist at dawn? Shouldn't there be a urologist at dawn? If they invite me, I will attend the party. If they invite me, I will attend the party. What a great idea! What a great idea! Do you have any hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? We need to finish this job before the deadline. We need to finish this job before the deadline. The store opens at 9 a.m. The store opens at 9 a.m. Don't they often lead? Don't they often lead? I think you're going to the party tonight. I think you're going to the party tonight. I will have learned to swim by the end of summer. I will have learned to swim by the end of summer. If I had the chance, I would climb Mount Everest. If I had the chance, I would climb Mount Everest. There is always a chance to win the lottery. There is always a chance to win the lottery. I graduated 6 months ago. I graduated 6 months ago. He has a brother. He has a brother. Didn't he run often? Didn't he run often? To practice. To practice. I read that book 3 times. I read that book 3 times. Won't I come back? Won't I come back? Were our parents horsemen? Were our parents horsemen? I will study abroad next semester. I will study abroad next semester. Do you need help with your homework? Do you need help with your homework? Has been working for 10 years. Has been working for 10 years. Can I have your baggage claim ticket, please? Can I have your baggage claim ticket, please? Art class encourages research and discovery. Art class encourages research and discovery. Good evening. Good evening. Can't it be added? Can't it be added? Insufficient funds prevented us from investing further. Insufficient funds prevented us from investing further. The food prepared by the chef was very delicious. The food prepared by the chef was very delicious. It does not surround. It does not surround. Did he jump 4 days ago? Did he jump 4 days ago? Can't we prove it at sunrise? Can't we prove it at sunrise? Can you help me find a similar item? Can you help me find a similar item? Do you have discounts for students? Do you have discounts for students? We adopted a dog to be our friend. We adopted a dog to be our friend. After the storm passed, the sun came out. After the storm passed, the sun came out. Are we beaten often? Are we beaten often? It may come from time to time. It may come from time to time. He died when I was 8 years old. He died when I was 8 years old. He will write a book in the future. He will write a book in the future. Was our brother-in-law a swimmer? Was our brother-in-law a swimmer? Yellow is my favorite color. Yellow is my favorite color. Cannot reduce after 2 months. Cannot reduce after 2 months. Stay safe, okay? Stay safe, okay? Are you firing me? Are you firing me? We finally reached the top of the mountain and the view was breathtaking. We finally reached the top of the mountain and the view was breathtaking. He brushes his teeth twice a day. He brushes his teeth twice a day. You were not successful at noon. You were not successful at noon. I want to put this meeting in order. I want to put this meeting in order. It should cook after 3 evenings. It should cook after 3 evenings. It must be him. It must be him. Is there an electrician every year? Is there an electrician every year? Can't I get it? Can't I get it? This is a hot cup of tea. This is a hot cup of tea. He still hasn't responded to my email. He still hasn't responded to my email. Their grandfather is a sous chef. Their grandfather is a sous chef. He will visit his grandparents next weekend. He will visit his grandparents next weekend. Have you watched a good movie lately? Have you watched a good movie lately? I want to close the door to start work. I want to close the door to start work. They can go to the beach tomorrow. They can go to the beach tomorrow. I had been working on my novel for months when I finally finished the first draft. I had been working on my novel for months when I finally finished the first draft. This is anxiety. This is anxiety. It may jump soon. It may jump soon. Are we factory workers for 10 years? Are we factory workers for 10 years? Can you ride a bike? Can you ride a bike? The house located on the hill offers a magnificent view. The house located on the hill offers a magnificent view. He hung his picture on the wall. He hung his picture on the wall. They had been living in that house for a long time. They had been living in that house for a long time. Was he going to do photography? Was he going to do photography? He played guitar for a long time. He played guitar for a long time. They plan to visit their grandparents next weekend. They plan to visit their grandparents next weekend. Will we be able to finish this project by the end of the week? Will we be able to finish this project by the end of the week? The movie tells the story of a group of scientists on a mission. The movie tells the story of a group of scientists on a mission. I'll meet John at the airport at 3 p.m. I'll meet John at the airport at 3 p.m. He is not a nighttime bartender. He is not a nighttime bartender. I need to schedule a surgery. I need to schedule a surgery. I have to go home. I have to go home. Cluttered. Cluttered. The team had trained hard all season and they were determined to win the championship. The team had trained hard all season and they were determined to win the championship. The taste of the food is spicy. The taste of the food is spicy. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. Shall we start watching movies? Shall we start watching movies? Where can I find the Paline? Where can I find the Paline? I'll have creme brulee for dessert. I'll have creme brulee for dessert. He is a successful lawyer and has won many cases. He is a successful lawyer and has won many cases. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. The reason for his absence was unclear. The reason for his absence was unclear. I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. She loves baking cookies for her family. She loves baking cookies for her family. Can't drive at dawn? Can't drive at dawn? He doesn't know it's him. He doesn't know it's him. Should he become a consultant immediately? Should he become a consultant immediately? How to fry chicken fillets. How to fry chicken fillets. How to cook beef for frying. How to cook beef for frying. They had been working on the invention for months and were excited to finally present it. They had been working on the invention for months and were excited to finally present it. They organized a surprise party for their friends. They organized a surprise party for their friends. They burn out after 3 weekends. They burn out after 3 weekends. I'll go to bed early tonight. I'll go to bed early tonight. I studied English for 2 hours. I studied English for 2 hours. What do you think about my hair? What do you think about my hair? I didn't own a house at noon. I didn't own a house at noon. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? We shouldn't be sleuthing 2 centuries into the future. We shouldn't be sleuthing 2 centuries into the future. The doctor will see you soon. The doctor will see you soon. Can we meet at noon? Can we meet at noon? Sorry, I'm running a little late. Can you start without me? Sorry, I'm running a little late. Can you start without me? His stepsister is a locksmith. His stepsister is a locksmith. Does she normally have to be a nurse? Does she normally have to be a nurse? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Your grandson was a spy. Your grandson was a spy. I will go to the cinema with my friends. I will go to the cinema with my friends. Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely, I agree. It was like that for me. It was like that for me. They like to eat ice cream in summer. They like to eat ice cream in summer. When I called him, he had already left work. When I called him, he had already left work. Our wife is a philosopher. Our wife is a philosopher. I won't start often. I won't start often. 7:45. 7:45. What are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? Her mother-in-law is a hydrologist. Her mother-in-law is a hydrologist. Did he come with it? Did he come with it? Is our brother a therapist? Is our brother a therapist? Didn't we die? Didn't we die? Could you please buy some milk on the way home? Could you please buy some milk on the way home? Direction. Direction. Help everyone be clear on sprint goals, what has been accomplished, and what needs to happen next. Help everyone be clear on sprint goals, what has been accomplished, and what needs to happen next. May not be stored frequently. May not be stored frequently. My family got a dog when I was little. My family got a dog when I was little. My students are approximately 13 years old. My students are approximately 13 years old.